Hello, YouTube. K-Moon here with the first Empire Total War multiplayer battle that I have done instead of Napoleon Total War. So this shall be really interesting. Now this is a 2-on-2 battle. I am the United States, as you see here, and my ally is the Plains Nations, which is, of course, an Indian nation, which they are hidden to the enemy, and no one can see them. Right there, my enemy shooting rockets, so I shall introduce my opponent's army first. Now, I kind of forgot their names, so I'm just going to say what. The Swedish Army 1 has 1 unit of Dragoons and 1 unit of heavy cavalry. He has 2 units of riflemen. There's his general bodyguard, line infantry, more line infantry, 24-pounder, more line infantry, and he has 2 units of 6-pounder horses, light dragoons, more light dragoons. Now both the armies are Sweden, so I might just say both armies. So riflemen, 2 6-pounders, 24-pound howitzers, another 24-pound howitzers, 2 light infantry, and 3 riflemen. And there is the other general's bodyguard. Over here is light infantry, light dragoons, riflemen, and more light dragoons. Now, this army is just jumbled up, so my ally, he only brung musketmen, but he also has 2 chevrons of experience on each one, so, see, 2 chevrons on each one. You see how they're creeping up slowly? So, the Swedish don't know what's going to hit them until it does. And my army is regiment of horse, more regiment of horse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units of line infantry, my general's bodyguard, and 1, 2, 3, 4 mortars, and 2 24-pounders. And also, I also have 4 rifleman units. Yeah. And over here, I have household cavalry and household cavalry. And see, they're shooting their... Oh, wait a minute. What's this over here? Oh, yes, they also have rocket troops over here. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Yeah, rocket troops right here. So, yeah. And over here, he also has another unit of riflemen coming out of nowhere. And way in the back of the Plains Nations is his chief's bodyguard, which is just 1 horse unit that he's keeping way in the back. So this is going to be a pretty big and long battle, because it basically just took me 4 minutes to introduce the army, so yeah. Over here, I hold my 2 household cavalry units over here, and I also bring, 1 long rifleman unit over here. Now, I don't think any of my units have experienced chevrons, but neither do my enemies, except my opponent over here, that is sneaking up. Well, no, it's not sneaking up anymore. They're not hidden anymore. That has, my army, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Okay, my allies' army is the only one that has chevrons for experience, but see, they didn't see it until it was too late, so this horse unit basically got ambushed, basically, by the Indians when they weren't seeing. So now, He's just now seeing it, and he barely has any troops to defend over here except a couple line infantry units. But see, as you can see, he has diverted both teams have diverted most of their infantry over here on my flank. Right now, I'm just holding out, waiting for the impending enemy attack. Right now, my riflemen are hidden right now. So, not really much is going on except for over there. Now, right here, I moved up my whole line completely over here. The only real action is really going over here with the Indians. They've only taken a few casualties. Very few casualties. Right here, they slaughtered basically this cannon unit. Totally massacred it. See, all they have are like regular riflemen and cannons to defend over here. That's all they have. But as you can see, now he's bringing up another platoon. I would think that's a platoon of soldiers or units, whatever, to reinforce their cannons. But they're probably going to be too late for to save any of their soldiers. Now right here, I'm using a shrapnel shot, which is like cancer shot but long range. Now all of this is happening while mortars are coming in. 4 mortars and 24-pound howitzers. Oh, that took a total. Some more 20-pounders. There's a lot of action going on over here. Now the whole time this was happening, my ally was asking me to assist him, but I told him that if he held this flank, then I would press on the other flank of the Swedish army. See over here, the Swedish are just camping out over here with their dragoons. And over here, I'm reforming, so that way, I believe that way I can line up my units. Just trying to reform. I did leave 1 unit of line infantry over here, just for support, just in case I needed them later on. The reason I really moved up was because they were pounding my units. Like 1 shot of howitzers or somewhat can take out like 20 men. So I had to hurry up and get out of there fast. I brought out my riflemen so that I could take a couple of pot shots at the enemy cavalry. But what I did not see was that the enemy was charging in their heavy cavalry against my long riflemen, which did not survive the attack. But I decided that I might as well go ahead and charge with my household cavalry to save my riflemen. So this is basically the only fighting going on in my sector right now. He could have brought in these 2 Swedish cavalry units and destroyed me. But he only brought in 1, I believe. I'm not quite sure. But see, this household cavalry completely slaughtered that Swedish dragoon unit. They're not very good in melee. And over here, my ally is completely destroying the Swedish army on the my far right flank. They're shooting them from all sides, and they're shooting at them as they're retreating. Right here, they're making a couple desperate moves. Like right here, see, they're getting pounded by my howitzers all the while this is going on. From what I was thinking, they're thinking that they're going to possibly lose. See, they're diverting most of their infantry over here to halt the Indians, so that way they can come in and swoop in over here. There was 1 dragoon unit that dismounted and was shooting at my cavalry as we were charging. See, getting shot as they're charging. But anyways, they're chasing down this heavy cavalry unit, which I did not notice until later on, and stopped them. See, there's some horses for sale over here because no one's taking them. Anyways, I went ahead and, since I saw that I had superior numbers, I went ahead and charged in my long riflemen. Which, I mean, they're losing slightly. But, you know, whichever. So I went ahead and charged them. So over here on the far right, look at all those Swedish flags blinking. They're all retreating right now. Well, some of them are. He, right here, he has his general right here in the thick of the fighting. There's the general right there. You get to look on him. Right there. Yep, he just isn't bothered by that. Anyways, I would think that they would spread out their lines a bit more, because this is just like that. This is like what the AI would do. Completely. Anyways, I think what really gave this guy the advantage was that he had focus on, gave my Indian ally an advantage, because the two guys had to focus on both sides, so that way one side wouldn't get too strong. But, yeah. So that's why they were possibly losing. Like right here, this horse unit is just standing here getting shot at, not really doing anything except shooting a couple shots, which is like regular, but you know. I would think they're getting kind of desperate because they're charging in their infantry units while they're getting shot from the sides. But over here they have a couple of fresh riflemen which are getting shot. Over here they managed to rout. This is like the only one I've seen rout. Like there's only been 2 routed Plains Nation units. That was because there was a general's bodyguard. And over here, forgot to tell you about this. One of the enemy line infantry units charged, but you gotta think they're under fire while they're waiting like this. And over here, I did not really see much because I was too focused on the other places, so I was not able to form square formation in time. So I wasn't able to. Over here, I basically destroyed the Swedish army on the left flank. See those dragoon units. My long riflemen won the melee fight against the dragoons. See, there they are right there. And my household cavalry is moving in on the flanks. Now right here is the enemy light infantry, which apparently I did not see until my cavalry got shot and like routed. So you have to focus on all parts of the battle in order to win. Over here, another unit of dragoons charged in my long riflemen. So, will that just be a lesson? Riflemen win against dragoons in melee. That depends if the dragoons are on horses. If the dragoons are on horses, then the long riflemen are going to lose. But yeah. But anyways, the Swedish are putting up one heck of a fight over here on the right flank. But they are easily getting routed. I mean, a couple of Indian units have been routed. But, I mean, that's to be expected in a battle of this scale. Now, over here, his general is still fighting. There's, you have 4 units against 100 soldiers of the United States line infantry, and they're fresh, while the general unit is very tired and only have 4 soldiers and is routing. So, one of the armies lost their general, and it was about this time that I started pressing my attack. It was about this time. And I was we were both surrounding him. But over here, he started telling me that there was beginning to be a huge rout of his men, and that he only had a few left, like over here. See, most of his units over here were starting to rout because of the sheer enemy numbers, and since they were like very tired and like exhausted. So that's when I started realizing that we needed to end this fight now, or we would lose. Plain as that. So I started pressing in on the enemy's right flank, which is my left flank, and I was basically shooting him from the side. This line infantry unit, they're I don't know what they're doing, but you know. that happens. Here, let me pause this. Yeah. And I think this game, like, froze. But, you know, that happens. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys that, we did win. And the Indians basically, since the enemy was basically surrounded, we used our superior cavalry force and slaughtered them as they were retreating, so we didn't even give them mercy. At all. So we basically just didn't let any survive. So, yeah. This was a victory for me. Well, comment, rate, and subscribe. See you guys later.